It's Monday morning and you're welcome to the program State of the Nation, brought to you by Maker News. My name is Melanie Jewel, and quickly we'll be moving on to the newspaper review sessions for today. Joining me for the newspaper review sessions today is the publisher of All Campus Show, a political analyst and editor-in-chief, Maker News, talking about the person of Mr. Busuyi Ojo-Jobus. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you.
Nice to have you on the show.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. So quickly, we'll be moving on to the newspaper review sessions for today. Okay. The first paper here before us is the Punch newspaper, with its headline that says, "Economic Crisis: Nigeria's 9 trillion naira oil revenue threatened. Federal government blames theft." It comes along with riders that says, "Oil production crashes by over 28 million barrels. Government misses revenue targets." Okay, another one says, "Curb oil theft. Cut recurrent expenditure to avoid bankruptcy. Expert tells federal government." 18 terminal operators owe federal government $753 million, 161 billion naira, says AGF. Rep summons MPA bus. And moving on to another headline on the Punch newspaper this morning is, "Caution your supporters. Police warns presidential candidates and others." Ekweremadu Ohanize faults Malami seeks federal government intervention. Just below the picture reel on the front page of the Punch paper is Lagos Ibadan construction conversion ground traffic. Police ban hawking. And a sad one here on the Punch newspaper this morning, it says, "Find Mapoli students killers. Abiodun orders police and others." All these details can be found on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Before we move on to the next newspaper for today, we would like to hear our analyst's opinion on these salient issues. Awakening to the headlines this morning on the Punch newspaper, Mr. Ojo says, "Caution your supporters. Police warns presidential candidates and others." What is your take on this? Is it necessary to make this statement?
Yeah, thank you so much. You're talking about Nigerian police. Whenever they make any information, they know what they are talking about.
Of course.
And they are in charge of security, and they are the closest to the masses. So they've been hearing informations, and you and I have been hearing the informations, the verbal war between the Labour Party and the APC followers. It's not about the leaders, it's not about the flag bearers this time, but it's all about the followers of these political parties. And Nigerians are fond of, they are so loyal to the person they are supporting that they can even do anything to him. Talking about football, you see two people arguing concerning, it is Ronaldo, it is Messi, this one, and it will be like a clash. Like some people will even take it to another level.
So you're
you understand?
Nigerians are loyal.
Yeah. So they are loyal to their supporters, to particular person they are supporting. Be negative or positive, they have to support the person. You understand?
Okay.
And talking about music, you see people talking about the video and Wizkid. You understand? Now talking about the political parties, we have followers in politics.
Okay.
All these presidential candidates, they have followers, so they can do anything to make sure they support the presidential candidate they are following. So talking about this thing, verbal war, can turn to anything. The police knows what might happen in the future, and that's why they are trying to control it from now. You understand?
Okay.
They don't want to wait till that time that something will happen before they start saying APC or Labour Party or this one have caused issues. So they are trying to curb what might happen in the future from now. So I believe that what the Nigerian police said to the public it's a good thing, and it's going to help the masses to know how to say whatever they want to say. You know, this country is so fragile to the fact that you can't just talk anyhow, because we have different religions, we have different tribes, we have different political parties. So all these things can easily bring crash or clash. So hate speech. So it's just for you to know how to understand and watch what you say, so that it will not bring issues on you personally or on the party you are supporting. That's what the federal government, the IGP of police, is saying about that.
Okay, but do you really think this is feasible? Because I mean, humans are different. You know, while they are culturing them, our actions are not predicted. So do you think this is really feasible? Like, if the police doesn't set a standard of, maybe like there's this punishment and says this is the penalty for going against these statements, don't you think it's something to be thought about?
Yeah, you know, we have constitution, and there are penalties on ground for this already. So they don't need to announce the penalty, because it is in the law that for fake news, for disrupting society,
to sensitize these followers on the implication of going against this statement.
Yeah, the police have already said something. Yeah, from the angle of the flag bearers, and from the angle of the supporters, they have already said it. The flag bearers should warn their supporters so that they can watch what they are saying, so that it will not cause conflict in the society.
Okay, thank you so much for your opinion. We'll move on to catchy headline here says, raid bushes, uncompleted buildings, IG orders policemen. Okay, I think this is based on the insecurity issues in the country. Okay, we'll move on to the next newspaper, Guardian newspaper, with his lead story here that says, only 6 out of 54 auto assembly plants running low below capacity. The stakeholders list Forex inconsistent policies as challenges. We have since converted our staff in assembly plants to after sales, says CFAODND. Another sad story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning, which says, flood kills 50, displays hundreds in Jigawa, so sad, and they are so rest in peace. Okay, another story here says, the Marburg virus disease outbreak in Nigeria. I take that again. No Marburg virus disease outbreak in Nigeria. NCDC confirms. Thank God for that. Okay, that story says, just below the picture reels on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, we have stories that says, aspirant drag APC over refund of nomination fees as party expels Umai's opponent. Troops rescue another Chibok girl, 3 others in Borno State. These are many more stories on the front page of the Guardian newspapers this morning. Mr. Ojo, now this is a very catchy story. You know, it has been, updates have been coming on talking about the Chibok girls since 2014, April to be precise. And you know, just yesterday, troops have rescued another Chibok girl and 3 others. So, what are your comments on this?
All right, thank you so much. I can relate these headlines to the previous one you read in the Punch, that IGP of police said,
to raid bushes, uncompleted buildings, and
all right, we're still talking about the insecurity, and it's not a news again that the rate of insecurity in this country is so bad and low, and everybody is praying to God that God should help us. You know, kidnapping and killings everywhere. The headlines there:
raid bushes, uncompleted buildings, and IG orders policemen. And then the headline we are discussing about is that of the Chibok girls. It says troops rescues another Chibok girl and 3 others. This troop, mind you, is talking about the Nigerian army.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Talking about the insecurity in Nigeria, I want to say a big thank you to Nigerian army, because if it is a personal fight, they would have retreated. But this is not their personal fight. It is a fight for the country.
It's
And
commendable.
yes, and they are still fighting it despite the death rates among them. They are still looking for how they can, conquer and have victory over this insecurity in Nigeria. So, for them to rescue, for them to still be pursuing the incident that happened in 2014 and still rescuing students, Chibok girls that were kidnapped then till now.
And this one already had a 4-year-old child.
Yes. So it's a very big one for them that they refuse to relent on this issue, and I must commend them. They are doing a good job. So talking about the insecurity now, the Nigerian army are still working in the forest, rescuing the people that were being kidnapped. Also, IGP of police command his boys to raid bushes. That means we are having the cooperation of Nigerian armies and the police. 2s is better than 1. Now, Nigerian police have joined them, and by joining them, I believe something good is going to come out. If Nigerian army has been doing something, and also Nigerian police is ready to join hands.
Involved before now.
Yeah, police have been involved, but not. Have you heard this kind of statement before? We have not heard this kind of statement before. So policemen coming out to join the Nigerian army that raid the bushes. You are raiding the bushes. The bush is not empty.
I love the part that says even uncompleted buildings, like
there could be hidden places for all these terrorists. Should you understand? So it's a good one that Nigerian police is coming out to support Nigerian armies, and it's a very good one that Nigerian army and Nigerian police are working together for this. Though the state governors have agitated for state police, which federal government have refused to give it to them. But now we thank God that all these things are coming up from the federal level. I want to advise or suggest to the state government that since the federal government is not giving out or is not approving state police, I urge them to get the vigilantes. One thing you have to do is to secure your environment, because you can't just put everything on the federal government. Federal government is working. You are a government. Work. Secure your state. Yeah, even the citizens. If you see something, say something. Raise alarm. Let people know what is going on around you. And state government should make sure they get their students. We have a lot of students, a lot of youth that are not working. They are unemployed. You can give them security employment. Make them a vigilante. Yes, make them vigilante. I remember in the southwest, during the war of Agbekoya, it is the citizens that make war against the insurgent. They are killing Yoruba's farmers.
Now I agree.
Now they gang up, the youth, the young ones there, and the farmers. They gang up and work against these people, and that's when we had Agbekoya. Agbekoya means that farmers, they refuse to be bullied in their farms, and that is what is going on now. So citizens should also refuse to be bullied in their homes and environment. Citizens should koya also.
So are you saying they should take law into their hands?
I'm not saying they should take law into their hands. What I'm saying is that you have to secure yourself, because you don't have to put everything on federal government. State government have to secure its people. You're coming out to cry that your people are being killed is not the solution. The solution is how can we collaborate with federal government forces. This work is too much for them. Then you as a government also, you talk to the local government. let state government provide security for a state. Talk to the local government, let the local government get security for their local environment. I believe that if both of us are in same local government, we know the in and out of our areas. Then recruit the unemployed young ones that are there, that they should be watchful of what is going on around. You understand? Make them vigilante. We have vigilante, and vigilante also they have guns, they have ammunition. So it is not illegal for a vigilante member to have a gun. And one thing is just that when you give them gun or when you make a vigilante, you must provide a system that will checkmate them. So that they will not be using the guns and whatever they are using to start using it negatively against the society. So, and if you catch anyone from them that is like manipulating, that is using the ammunitions against the primary assignment, use this person as a scapegoat. Give a maximum punishment for this person, and by that you are creating a big system that is going to, when you can secure your local government, when you secure your state, there is no how that you will have all these people hiding in your environment, because you know yourself.
Yeah.
So, and that is how we can do. We don't have to leave this work for federal government alone, because federal government is trying, Nigeria Army is trying, Nigeria Police is trying. So let states be on their toes to rescue their people. Crying that your people are being killed is not enough. Do something.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ojo, for that wonderful analysis.
Thank you.
That is much we can take on the program today. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you so much.
And we have come to the end of the show for today. Thank you for joining us. Do join us same time tomorrow. Goodbye for now.